Maybe you've noticed, but I'm restyling websites, and alci.online was now changed as well. And I'd like to add also a tutorial, an extra something. We can build it on many operating systems, this Alci ISO, and I'd like to add one more, so we have more a balance. 2, 2, 2, and then Garuda moves to the left, and I'd like to install Archcraft. Why that one? Just because I like him, and the design that he creates is beautiful. But at some point in time, he says, you gotta pay, right? No, not that, just Archcraft is good. So it's entirely up to you if you want to pay for Linux or not. But as you see, he has nice ISOs. So probably this is going to be the best for me. Problems downloading, you know the drill. Sweden is for me the best one. Whatever he chooses, he should choose that one. So Archcraft is an Arch-based rolling release distribution aimed to users who cares more about minimalism and aesthetics. And that's I think the prime selling point. That is the aesthetics. So the design he created, themes from Rofi we're using from ATI. Here's the name, ATI. So yeah, it's quite interesting to have a look at this particular distro. So in the meantime, we're going to download, oops, not twice, once is enough, and we can put everything ready, and basically we install it, and then we build ALCI. That's the point, right? Clone Archcraft. I did not show you yet why I said paid. So there are premium versions in here which provide Wayland compositors and such more. So Prime has OpenBox, BSPWM, i3, Sway, Wayfire, River, Highland, UWM. So things to consider if you like what you see, and there are videos out there to watch what he can deliver. All right. In the meantime, it's downloaded. I'm starting my task to go to the download folder, and this one and that one and this one, and up we go, right? So decide what you need to have. On VirtualBox doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, we're building inside VirtualBox. And this is your Plymouth. Terminate Plymouth boot screen. Yes, what I forgot also to mention is why Archcraft. I had to pick one, right? ATT. I just had to pick one. And there's a long list of lines here that we can choose from. ArcoLinux, yes, of course. Arch, yes, of course. ALCI, yeah. Kali, yes. Ariser, yes. EndeavourOS is already there. Garuda is already there. Manjaro is a little bit tricky because of the fact that we need Arch ISO. So no go. Xerolinux stopped. Excel, I think, is stopped as well. RepoOS is in there, and the first one was there is Archcraft, and of course all the others need to be tested at some point in time, right? There's no rush. Remember, if it's Arch, it's fine. And let's launch Calamares. Super Shift R maybe. No. Oops, now I've changed it to Romania. That's not a good idea. American English. Next. Don't mind the screen that's in 50-50 because of the fact that I do this. Control F, right? Brussels is correct. I'm gonna go for Belgium, still living there. And then you have choices here, both BSPWM, OpenBox, sure, both. Erase disk. We have these options. Which one am I missing? I think I'm missing one. Anyway, plenty of choice, and this is my default choice anyway. Next4 has been reliable for 6 years, so longer. Wow, yeah, much longer than 6, but 6 on ArcoLinux. All right, pausing the video. Let's restart and enjoy and use ALCI. So an E or a tab, depending on what system you are. You can have a look what you're gonna do. VD global cursor default equals 0, a log level, etc. So there might be things in there that you say, I need that for my machine, right? Oops. Press Super C to exit. Super C. Whew. Felt like a 404, like a crash from Windows. But it isn't. It was a big ass communication screen. That's okay. Right mouse click, so we're probably in open box, key bindings, open box, repository. So we have to admit the look of this thing is just awesome. Well, some of them will like it, some of you will like it, and some will not like it. But there you are. I'm not here for like or dislike, I'm here for ALCI. So let's do first an update. Pacman -SYYU. I think that's the password. Right, and we'll probably get a lot of things in. So Archcraft is first, which is great. First the packages from Archcraft and then the rest. Here we go. The bus broker units. Go for it. Just 1 gig. We have not that much. Control C. Sudo nano etc pacman.conf. 5 parallel downloads. Living in this part of the world, having what I have, I can do with 20, which makes my life faster, as you see. 291. In the beginning are the big ones, but then it's super fast because of the very small things, KB, right? Kilobytes, so it's super fast. So that's there. I need to go to ALCI. We have this beautiful website. Let's have a look how it looks. alci.online. This is the new website. Accept all. We need to put this here. Rather, I'd rather not have those things, but we're supposed to do that, so I'm doing it. Okay, so here we have the new look. Talking about ALCI. Here we teach you basically how to create ALCI from scratch, number 1 to number 45, right? Going in all the details, how you can build your own ALCI. And here we are for Archcraft, Garuda to the left and Archcraft to the right, and we'll have the YouTube videos on there. Procedure, what should I do? We use the Arch-ISO package, decide which version to build. That's indeed something to decide. Get the ArcoLinux Spices application, Celtic AOR, local repo, sort of things you need to know to decide upon. We need to change the pacman.conf if you want to do something. Ooh, need to delete that one. That's so quickly fixed. Voila, fixed. Refresh. So if you want to add extra repositories, you can do so. You need to tell Pacman, otherwise you won't have it. Any of the packages from Arch or Arco or Celtic, depending what you chose as a script, as a choice of ISO. And then we have the 30 and the 40 script. And then we're going to test the ISO. Okay. And last but not least, the rising to get you going to say, oh, maybe I'd like to have that as well. So it's just all ALCI, and then we just start rising things. And here you can download, make your choices. If you don't want to build, download, but do you want to build, then we can grab the code here as well. So, and then we have the code of ALCI. But first, maybe you have to decide, okay, which one am I gonna take? I'm gonna take the most difficult one, the Alci ISO-dev, because it has the Arch, the Arco, the Celtic, and the local repository. And the rest is easy. I mean, it's a kernel, it's Xorg, it's SEM or LightEM, Mate or GNOME or right, anything desktop-like, and then it's always how to grab things from somewhere. So this would be the download thing, which I'm not interested in. This is the development thing, and that's the one we're gonna get. Control C. We can go up here. Nice, right? Now Super Shift Enter does not exist. Why is that? Because we're not on Archcraft. Oh, on ArcoLinux, we're on Archcraft. Let's just find Tunar then. And this is my desktop. Git clone. Was it already written? It was already written. Oh, it's there. And let's see, what if you just ran the scripts? What errors would you get? What if you would say installation scripts, I'm running 40? What do you get? All kinds of errors. Let's see. Well, first of all, he says you need to install the correct version of Arch-iso. At the moment there was no version, so Arch-iso was not installed. And then we are going to install Arch-iso. So that's the one. It needs this to have Arch-iso, installing it. And then we're going to build it, validating. ALCI build is the working directory. And let's see, and woof, we're out, right? Error, failed to install packages to new root. Is there any message where he says ArcoLinux mirror list could not be read? No such file. So we are going to use, hey, there are no buttons up there. Why are there no buttons up there? So my Thunar is broken, so to speak. It's always a choice. Where's the toolbar? View, locations. This one, button style. There they are, right? One up. So you have the README that I would suggest you read. What do we have? We have Genie, we have Vim. Okay, Genie it is then. Use the correct version of, okay, let's go to Arch-iso. We've now the correct version. We need to activate ArcoLinux Chaotic in your own local repo. Fine. So we need keys. Add the ArcoLinux keys and ArcoLinux mirrors to the packages. Add the chaotic keys and chaotic mirrors to the packages. And the local one, we need to figure that out as well. Okay. We have here an example on ALCI local. This is our folder to build the ISO. This is an actual repo with a database and all. Installation scripts is what we have, and keys and mirrors is what we need. Get the keys and the mirrors. What is this? We recommend you to get the ASI, ArcoLinux Spices application. We're sure it will always work in the future, and that's here. So basically what you need is keys and mirrors. Now there are several ways to do that. They say go to the spices. So let's listen in. So on ArcoLinux we have always a link. We always keep a link there to the spices. It will be redesigned as well at some point in time, but for now it has this here, ArcoLinux Spices application. So if we click on this thing, we see a nice little image. Okay, to be fixed, but we're gonna redesign it anyway. So download it. Target.st. That's a strange icon, but yes, every icon theme is different. Sudo pacman -u install the ArcoLinux Spices. That's that. And it's all it does is get the things in, right? So ArcoLinux spices. And I see them not down there. ArcoLinux spices. It's a big bad button. Boom. And then you tell what password you have, and it's gonna get everything. Wait till this says done. Update now. That means in this case sudo pacman -syyu, and suddenly we have 3 more lines. So now I have access to all that's ArcoLinux. Like I said, I took the most difficult one. That is, if we build this again, partial, it will work. Let's see. So here we have now in the beginning, we see that he can read the ArcoLinux ISO, the repo. Here he is, right? He knows now there is also something else. But depending on what we did back, here's back, right? It's either has already chaotic, which means I need the chaotic mirror list as well. Let's see what we got. Not, yeah, sure, computer, file system, etc. It's building, right? It's nothing more difficult than that. So we have the Archcraft mirror list, the ArcoLinux mirror list, and then the Arch mirror list. So we're working with 3 files. And that means if we go investigate on the desktop, Eric, that in the Arch-iso, this is unimportant, that's important, this is gonna go on the ISO. If you have a look, then let's see, right? This is for the local repository. I don't know where this is coming from, probably from the LCI repo. We did not include the chaotic mirror list, and that's why it's building, right? So basically, by default, it has 2 repos. It has, well, actually 3 on Archcraft. We have Archcraft, obviously, then Arch, and then Arco. That's it, the 3 from Arco. So we can make this video more difficult by adding more packages, but then I need the ATT, for example, or like was suggested, just the mirror list, -s, chaotic, there we are. So if you say I want to have packages from this, how much, I think it was 4,000 packages on chaotic AOR, if you want to have packages from those on the ISO, Pacman needs to know where are they. So the where are they is chaotic mirror list, and the assigning is the keyring. And if we install these 2, then we got access now to the fact to the 4,000 chaotic AOR packages, just like that. And then we do sudo pacman -syyu, and you see there is an extra line that's missing, right? You have to tell Pacman where is the chaotic AOR. I mean, yes, he knows via the mirror list, but there is no mention of chaotic AOR at all in here. Now I don't know if I put any text in here, not in here, but maybe in here. And we can do that, of course. There's a lot of text in here. Control find chaotic. What we need is actually a line in Pacman, right? So let's go and investigate if there's any information. RG is not present. Sudo pacman -s rip grep. RG and then chaotic. It's mentioned in these files. So that's exactly what we've done. I get the chaotic keyring and the mirror list, did that. The only thing we need to know is actually this. So it's in there, I don't need to write it anywhere. This is basically what it needs to know. Pacman.conf, remember to add the chaotic mirror list and chaotic keyring, done that. And then you can add this. Just one hashtag in front that you delete, or one hashtag again that you delete. And this file is there. So it's gonna check, say, oh, which one will I take? Well, the first one. First one not good, second one, third one, fourth one. And it's gonna build. And he's building quite, well, not fast. Half of the memory, half of the screen, and half of the CPU. Eh? So yeah. So we have here in the Alci ISO-dev, no pacman.conf. So you go deeper and say, okay, probably gonna be in here. And here we open this up with, in this case, Genie. And then can we make this Control plus? Can we scroll? Yeah, we can scroll. Okay. So we go down here and have a look and say, okay, do I want ArcoLinux repo testing? No. Do I want these? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, fine. And the core and the extra and multilib maybe, right? Activate multilib, fine. But not the testing one, this one. And here we have the idea of let's get chaotic in the picture. So remove this one, remove that one, save. And if you refresh, well, oh, well, no, nothing will happen, right? Because it's the file in here, right? It's not the file in etc.pacman.conf, that's different. So, but this is what he needs. And if you say, but later on my system, I want exactly the same thing in my system as well, then you need to open this one. Scrolling was working, and at the bottom, you do exactly the same thing. So this is your future system, the pacman.conf of your future system. If you want chaotic AR to be there, done. If you want multilib next time on your future system, done. And so on. And if you don't want ArcoLinux on the next system, well, put hashtags in front of it. And when you reboot, you'll see there is only at this point, well, 8, maybe you can do that as well here, right? 20. And anything goes, right? It's your pacman.conf. Okay. Next thing. Trust me, it will work. We'll test it out maybe later, depending off. There's something here behind. Where is he building? Here. Yep, he was building. So number 2. So I was just thinking, adding extra complexity is using this, the example ALCI local repo. Meaning you need to put it somewhere. What's in here? Update database. What's that? Just go in there and update the repo. So in there is another app or a little script that says go update the repo, which calls for a command repo add. What do we get with this thing? Just some wallpapers, just as a test, Nemesis wallpapers. He's finished. That means I need to go to Eric. So that here is building and here is out. So we've got ourselves an ISO, 1.3 gigabyte. And if you want to know what's on there, this is what's on there. 812 packages, but mind you, there are a lot of packages that will be removed because Calamaris is not made out of air. It needs packages, plenty of it, right? It's based basically on Plasma or KDE. So all the things of KDE and Plasma need to go if you're going to install PSPWM or Qtile or whatever. So Calamaris is taken care of. Can I remove? Yes, then I will remove. That's the job of Calamaris at some point. So yeah, that's okay. Let's build again with chaotic, but also with ALCI build. Oh no, sorry, not ALC build. We are on the desktop. That's where we're building, working. What you want on the ISO is defined in the packages. Chaotic mirror list, AOR. I think this one is coming from Chaotic AOR. If I recall, want to add, use the Chaotic repo, right? We don't, well, yeah, sure, put them on there. I mean, an Xcursor suite as well. So Xcursor suite, yep, there he goes. Is nowhere to be seen. Means sudo pacman minus. That's a good test, as long as I don't install it on ArcoLinux ISOs. It's not on Archcraft, it's not on core, extra, repos, it's nowhere to be seen, it's not on AOR. So this thing is only on Chaotix. So if it installs, I have access to Chaotic. So that's the idea. Want to add and use your local repo, create your packages and put them in a local repo. There's a copy of the local repo in your folder, copy paste it in your home folder. I thought I had to do something. Copy paste it in your home folder. Okay, I can do that. Control C, Eric, Control V. Now probably example is just the idea. Probably just ALCI local repo. Let's see. So Nemesis repo wallpapers is here. Voila. And then save. I want to have the Nemesis wallpapers, so I have to tell the system. I have to tell the system that it's there. I don't think I need to run anything at this point in time because it's gonna get the database and the database contains this, but I need to tell the system here that we're gonna use it. So in the pacman.conf, is there a reference to the local repo? Don't seem to have set anything like that. Here he is. There you are. So ALCI local repo, sig level, and the server. So this is great, right? This means any package you are building, downloading, AOR, anything you have, and you know, in Yay, if you build with Yay, it's gonna be in the cache, and you're gonna find a package in here. If you install it with via anything else, basically, var cache pacman packages, and you put the packages you want in your personal folder there, and we have quite a few, 1,848 files divided by 2 because signing, right? So 1,900 packages, 900 packages, I mean. Et voila, one of them you can put the packages inside your ALCI local repo, and then of course you need to update the database if you change it, if you add things to it. Okay, let's see if that works. So ALCI local repo, that's correct. ALCI local repo, and I tell him the file is home Eric repo. This is probably something you need to change. Did not say that yet, right? So whatever your login is, that needs to change, obviously. And the repo is this thing, and Arch is x86-64, that's this thing. And voila, it's gonna go in here. It's gonna ask, hey, what is the database? So that guy or that guy, one of them, right? Because there's a link, and off it goes. So let's see, did I do my work correctly? Like I said, this is the most difficult one. That's why I'm choosing it, right? So all the others skip a lot of things. So let's see what it says. No such file or directory. Copy ISO arch package list. Should we remove something? Here. That's it. So they did not find what I was doing, so save maybe. Always a good thing to save your things. And then, where is the problem? Target not found, Xcursor suite. We have access to Chaotic AOR, that's possible, it's no longer there. And the other one is also the Nemesis wallpaper. So that's strange, maybe I did the wrong pacman.conf. Let's have a look. So we go to the desktop, and this one, and then this one. I think this should be the one. So that's okay. And Chaotic AOR is in here as well. So do we need it in our own pacman.conf? Don't think so. Desktop ALCI, installation scripts, default R, failed to install package new root, meaning it wants to grab this one, I can't find it, it wants to grab this one, I can't find it. Okay, one at a time. Chaotic AOR, you're out for now. Save. Let's see, now we should get only one complaint, and the complaint is now both of them. That's not okay. That is okay. Why? Because it's still, of course, in here. Not in here, but in here. This one. So Chaotic is out. All right, so Nemesis repo, Nemesis wallpapers. Why is that? Why do we not find the wallpaper? We do use this pacman.conf. Let me pause the video here. All right, the Nemesis repo, the ALCI local repo is fixed. The only thing I need to do was update database.sh. So if I did not find it, probably, you know, well, we need to run it. Simply put, we need to execute this one. So you see it's building, so I don't care about that. That's gonna work. The next thing is I need, well, is it working? Maybe you're wondering. It's building, so yes, it's working. But you can check that. Where did he start again? 400 and so on. So how can you check? By seeing if it's going to download it here. So here's the bit where we say, and we need to go there anyway. So desktop, back to the Arch-iso, to the packages. And now the other one is the sweet thingy. So Nemesis wallpapers, that's the name. And then you scroll through the words Nemesis. So an N. Nemesis. Here it's not. So it's a little bit put together. 2 bits in the code, and 1 bit is at the top, and the other bit is down here. So 2 places where it can be. Not seeing it. That's not okay. Should be there. Nemesis wallpapers. That's a pity. Allez, let's have a look again. Let's try to find it. Nemesis. So here is the N. No. Ah, there you are. So yes, it was okay. It was going to build. Okay. And now the next bit is Xcursor suite. If we do a save here, that's important, and we run it again, it's gonna say we can't find it. So fail to install to new root. It does not find Xcursor suite. Now the question is, does it still exist? So we are on ArcoLinux. We go to the ArcoLinux tweak tool. We go to the pacman. We go to enable Chaotic's repo. Ctrl-T. We update our system. We get the databases in, also from Chaotic AOR. And no, I'm not going to update. I just want to know sudo pacman -s, the thing that is called, what was the name, the exact name? Xcursor suite. Does that still exist? Xcursor suite. Okay, that's why. So I have to change the check there. I need to find something else that actually exists on Chaotic AOR and that we don't have, right? Something that exists that we don't have. Let's find quickly something. Well, I'll pause the video, but what I'm gonna do is Mac Manager, go to repositories, go to Chaotic AOR, and find me something that I don't recognize. I think we've made another test in another project with colloid cursors, I think. Colloid cursors Git is something I don't have, I think. Yay, colloid cursors. Git is nowhere to be found. Voila, good. Only on AOR, that means you need to build, and only on Chaotic, not on Arch, not on ArcoLinux, not on ALCI. So that's a good call. Colloid cursors Git. Now I'm gonna change the code on the GitHub, push it to the GitHub, pull it to the machine, just because that's important to remember that you can Git pull things to your computer. When I update something and you keep it around and after a year you want to build again, first do a Git pull, get the new code in. Okay, so pausing and going to another computer and doing my changes. It's going to be called, what I'll be using was that one instead of Xcursor suite. All right, pausing. Voila, done. So back to the system. We don't want Chaotix anymore. Quit, out, back in here, fine, and here we are. Well, so let's remove some windows. Let's start here again. There are two things I can do. Remember that, no, just one thing I need to do is go in here and git pull. And that's why you need to do git clones, because afterwards you can do a git pull. And things are going to be overwritten, he says. To keep it simple and not going too deep into git stuff, this is the old one. As simple as that. And that's the new one. Let's see if we can still find it. Git clone. That was it? No. Where's the first git? Ah, that wasn't. That's the guy. Patat, right? He has Dutch words. Patat is goo, something like that. And then often I do a melt. Remember? Melt. Melt. Is it installed? No. If it's not installed, fine. Get it. It's free. It's super interesting. Reinstalling. Okay, cool. Super D. No, Super D is not good. Key bindings, right? Melt. Let's just click here. The menu. Melt. Enter. We've got two folders. Yes, we have. There is also Thunar that might be still open somewhere. Thunar file manager. Ah, we're somewhere else now. Melt is here. And melt should be here. Okay. And then folders. It's always interesting to compare because each time I learn from it. And yeah, it's actually memorizing. What did I do? File filters off. Click. So that's the dangling thing. That's okay. Never mind the dangling thing. So I've changed the parallel downloads. Cool. My choice. I wanted multilib. Fine. Great. And I want the Chaotic AOR. Super. And that's it. Okay. That's the future system. That's the pacman inside Arch-iso. That's the future system. As packages, I want a chaotic mirror list. The X cursor does not exist anymore, right? And this is the new name, colloid cursors git. I know the names they come up with. And here, update database, a few exclamation marks more because I forgot, right? Nemesis wallpaper, yes, please, I want that. So that's the local repository. We saw that it worked. And that's that. It's very educational for you, for me. ALCI local repo, yes, we've added that. And that was it. And then the README, I added something as well here. Run the rebuild script before creating an ISO, right? I forgot. So this one is old, bye. And this one we're gonna run, number 40, and have a look if the colloid thing is in there. Let's first make it big before we do enter. Let's see if that works. No, it's not gonna work. Is this gonna work? Yeah, cool. That's super 6. We have the 2 in ArcoLinux. That's why I tried it. Okay, an error. Target not found. Colloid cursors git. Colloid cursors git. Is there a typo in there? Colloid cursors git. Pardon. Let's see. There is another problem. We don't have here the repo. That's important, right? You don't see chaotic AOR in here. So chaotic AOR, we did maybe a wrong copy paste there. So we need to go in here to the packman.conf. Where is chaotic AOR? Yep. We should maybe open up a chaotic AOR, maybe. And then test again. Oh, it's done. Let's see, chaotic AOR, where are you, my friend? Here. So yes, does the package exist? Colloid, not here. So we go for C somewhere down here. C, colloid cursor git. I got it. And it's building. So if it's through the phase of the 5 lines, it's done. You can just walk away. So there it is. It did take us 42 minutes again to figure it all out and see, okay, what is changed. So the package name, but it's actually a good thing that this happens. I mean, it's always analysis with Linux, right? Think, what am I doing wrong? What is missing? How is it working together? How does it fit all together? That's what's the ArcoLinux project. Learning to master an OS. Nothing more, nothing less. A lot of tutorials to master and understand why things happen and how to create and debug the creation of ISO building. It's not that difficult. It has rules. It has files, et voila. We're building, but for me, it's the end of the video. Enjoy ALCI, enjoy Archcraft, enjoy any Linux, right? Don't think in boxes, it's all Linux. Cheers.